in a few days she's gonna release a new one. So, if you would want to see me react to that one as well, support this channel and this video if you can. Got it? Got it. Anyway, let's go into the video. Today, I'm gonna answer the age-old question. No, not what the dog is doing or what's 9 plus 10. The answer to both of them is hamburger, obviously. And no, I'm going to answer the question I set up with the title of this video. Is post the perfect follow-up or not? The music world seems to universally say so, with all of the critical and fan acclaim this album has gotten. From what I read, this album takes more of a trip-hop direction as opposed to her last album, this one, which was mainly house-driven, so that's also exciting. And I am going to answer this question myself by going track by track and saying what I love or don't love about every single one of them, talking about the lyrics, the production, the performances, and the general vibe. Maybe, probably, I guess. But first, album cover review. You know the segment where I talk about the cover of the album I'm going to be reacting to. Anyway, this cover is pretty similar to her debut's cover in that she's standing in the middle of it and she has tiny obscure balls around her eyes. Everything else though is almost completely different. The color scheme isn't as one note, she isn't wearing a sweater, she is wearing more of a shirt with what I presume to be either colorful tape or a part of the shirt that looks like tape. The background of the cover is much more complex. The pink circle right behind Björk is pretty nice. Yeah, it's all around a pretty good cover. It's much more busy than the last one, but it works pretty well. And I wouldn't say the last one was bad, but by any stretch of the imagination, but this one surpasses it just a little bit. Okay, maybe not just a little bit, but by a bit. Thumbs up for the cover. I love it to bits. So that's it for album cover review. And now moving on to the scoring system, I'm going to use the previous one that I established, which is thumbs up for liking the song, green thumbs up for liking the song, gray thumbs in the middle for having mixed feelings on it, and red thumbs down for maybe not hating it, but disliking it generally. As well as the last album, this album has 11 tracks and is also about 50 minutes long. So it's gonna be a similar experience length-wise, but probably not the same sound-wise. Anyway, this album has a few singles, the first one of which is Army of Me, which also is the opener. So let's start. Let's finally start. Alright. The music video is pretty funny with Björk appearing as a garbage man steering a giant truck with cockroaches on top of it. Anyway, the buzzing beat and the drums work pretty well so far, and I enjoy where the track is going. Dentist Gorilla, nice.
You're on your own now.
Damn, that's a giant diamond. Pretty cool image. Oh no, she's a terrorist now? She's a terrorist now? Ah, I'm scared. Ah. Anyway, the chorus could have gone farther, but I enjoy it anyway. What the hell is going on now? She's gonna blow up a corpse? What? I guess she did. Oh, the guy woke. The corpse woke. The corpse woke up? So that was Army of Me. The music video was pretty cool. The storyline and the setting and the costumes were pretty captivating, and it was pretty good. So on the first listen, I wouldn't say the song got under my skin, but it definitely impressed me. I'm gonna probably hear this song later on my headphones to check if I'm missing something, but yeah, the chorus could have gone a little farther. It wasn't as spectacular as it could have been, but overall, I'm going to give this song an 8.5 to a 9 out of 10 and give it a thumbs up for sure. Next song is Hyper-Ballad, and apparently one of her bestest songs. I'm excited to hear it. Let's go. Oh my god. Oh my yeah. Nice string section. So that was one of the best songs ever made. The beats were perfect, her singing was very passionate, and her lyrics on their own were great as well. Talking about her throwing things off a cliff and wanting to be with someone and feel safe with them. That's a great topic, I'd say. Yeah, there are no downsides to this track. It was entertaining for the whole 5 minutes, and I'm giving this a thumbs up and a 10 out of 10. A 10 out of 10. It was, again, perfect. I have no complaints with it. The strings and the beats, the dance beats, worked pretty well with Björk, and yeah, it's a great song. There is nothing more to say. It's great. The end. Yeah. Next song is The Modern Things. Loving the synths that came out of nowhere. They worked pretty well though. So this track had epic production, it really did. The beats were pretty spectacular. The lyrics talk about technology and how it always existed, but not really in our society. There's something to it, because people could have just invented all of the modern things like really in the 10th century, but being close to God made them unfocused on doing what's best for humanity, so they just killed each other. Anyway, I love what this song brings, and I will never hate it. But I would say the second half kind of goes off the rails and might not appeal to everybody. But this song sounds too good and too memorable to ignore, so I'm just gonna give it a 9 out of 10 and a thumbs up. And yeah, fuck you, camera. Fuck you. Next song is It's Oh So Quiet. So apparently this song is a
cover
of a much older song and also one of Björk's biggest singles. Let's see what it does. That wasn't quiet at all, but I love it anyway.
It's nice and quiet. You blow a fuse, simple, the devil can't lose.
I'm loving the music video too. I love how it mixes things up, for sure.
Peaceful until you ring the bell. I got hit, there's no mistake. This is it! Till it's over. Shh. Starts another big riot.
Woo, yeah, let's go. That was awesome. That was super awesome. It was overblown, it was kind of ridiculous, but it was super enjoyable as well. Björk's performance on this song is both subtle and super obvious at the same time, and they collide in the best of ways possible. I guess there's not super much substance to it, but with what it's trying to go for, you know, honoring that old-timey aesthetic with a very out there take on it, it could have been a lot worse. And in my opinion, it's a pretty great song, and I'm going to give it a thumbs up and a 9 to a 9.5 out of 10. It's pretty shocking, So I don't know how much I will enjoy it with repeated listens, but I enjoyed it anyway. So yeah, great score and thumbs up for this overblown song. Track number 5 is Enjoy. Don't mind if I do. Damn. Stop it. This is almost as out there as a Nine Inch Nails song. Nice. Now what? So Björk is confused with the lyrics on this song and says she wants things to be simple and doesn't want to step too far, but still wants to enjoy things. Cool. That's a cool way of going about making a love song, for sure. Anyway, the sound of this song, like I said, is almost as out there as a Nine Inch Nails song with all of the random beats and stuttering electronics. And yeah, I love this song too. I am gonna say it, this is one of my favorites so far. Definitely a thumbs up, and I am feeling a 9.5 on it. It was seriously sinister at points. That was just mind-boggling in the best way possible. I love it. 9.5 out of 10. The next song is one of the shortest tracks here. Let's see what it does. Hmm. I know I should probably talk about the lyrics, but the instrumental was so hypnotizing and instantly catchy to me that I just got lost in it, especially towards the end. That was a very good instrumental. Anyway, the lyrics are great as well. They talk about very specifically flirting and how one would react to it, and the she in this song was maybe Björk, who knows, but Björk talks about how anything she did wasn't wrong, and anything she said wasn't false. It's all coming together in one package that says you can do whatever
When?
being flirted to, so don't feel bad. That's my interpretation anyway. And I'm going to give this one a thumbs up and an 8.5 to a 9 out of 10. Next single is Isobel. Let's go. It's in black and white this time.
In a forest pitch dark flame, like me, my love is so bad, living by its surprises and scares, like me. Must deliver some message. Na na na
The storytelling aspect of this song is so strong that I think it overshadows the low-key vibe of it. So, Isobel deals with a girl named Isobel, and she's living alone, secluded from the city, and when she goes there, she's confused where she is. Yeah, there's nothing wrong going on. Björk really just talks about how that Isobel is self-impressed with herself and how that's not a super bad thing when she's living in the shadows in the forest. She's not really a savage on this song. She's just kind of an outsider, and she is portrayed pretty well and not super maliciously, so that's good. Overall, this song still does appeal to me. I wouldn't say it's at the top of my list of my favorite songs from here, but it's still pretty good. I'm gonna give it a thumbs up and like an 8.5, maybe to a 9 out of 10. I'm not sure. You'll see in the final edit. But for now, I'm feeling like an 8.5 to maybe a 9 out of 10. A very good song anyway. You don't have to worry about this chorus. I like this song. Love it. Somewhat even. Track number 8 is... Is that a motherfucking Oasis reference? Let's go! Greatest band of all time, yeah! Anyway, this song is Possibly Maybe. And also the next single.
blood. It finds me out, smittens me with love. Possibly, maybe. As much as I definitely enjoy solitude, little time with you. Sometimes.
Oh my god. The vibes on this song are immaculate. And the lyrical topic is pretty cool too.
Tempting excites me, or you join a cult. One petty vulcan admiring your lava. I keep calm. Possibly, maybe. Electric shocks. I love it. I wonder where.
Anyway, I think I found another gem here. This song is just so enveloped in its musical ideas and its lyrical themes and, you know, the genius of it, that I'm impressed. I'm just genuinely impressed that she had the power to make this song and make it as powerful as possible. I know that's not a very strong critique, but that is genuinely how I feel. It's powerful that she made a song like this. Period. My god. I was not bored for even a second on this song, even though she says possibly maybe like 50 times here. The uncertain future of this relationship is explored pretty creatively, with her talking about how she would want to see him less, how he might join a cult. Yeah, this song goes so many places that I don't know if I can comment on any of them, even though the relationship seemed to have its issues at the start. It seems to be completely over at the end. This song is probably in my top 3 of my favorite songs from this album so far, and I'm going to give it a thumbs up, a huge thumbs up, and a 9.5 to a 10 out of 10. The music video was pretty alien, pretty also kind of all over the place, but it was also just as enchanting as the actual song. I love everything about this one, and yeah, the big score up there is justified. Greatest songs of all time. This song is one of them. Okay, what? The next song is the last single, called I Miss You, and attached to it is a music video made by John Kricfalusi, which is a very good thing. Anyway.
So special, but it hasn't happened yet. And
Yeah.
if you believe in dreams, I will meet you. I was peeking. Yeah, I miss you, but I haven't met you yet.
I feel like this song is pretty jazzy. Cool. Okay. So that CGI part looks bad. Epic.
Can't stand the wait. When will I get my cutter? I start waiting.
So I love the sound of this song. It was pretty jazzy. I enjoyed it. The lyrics deal with longing for someone she doesn't even know yet, but knows them already. So that's cool. I don't know how to expand on that. But what I do know what to expand upon is to talk about the music video, which is pretty shocking, but pretty well animated. It has a bunch of innuendos and sexual stuff in it, which is um, peculiar. Seems like Björk is having a good time in it, so that's cool. Anyway, the CGI was pretty bad, and some shots kind of look uncanny, but overall, this song can get a thumbs up and like an 8.5 to a 9 out of 10. I'm sorry, good song regardless of what I am seeing with my eyes. The second to last song is the shortest one on the whole album. Let's see what it does. Um, yeah, that was a pretty short experience. The instrumentals were pretty enchanting. I didn't hate them at all. Björk's performance was pretty quiet, but I didn't hate it either. Um, from what I'm reading on the Genius page on the song, it's more of a tribute song than a super developed song. So there's a reason why it's so short and somewhat underdeveloped. It's still a good song. It's still a good song. Um, Not really one of the best songs here, but I still would give it a thumbs up and an 8 to an 8.5. It was more of an interlude than anything, but I think it works pretty well for what it is. Sorry for the lighting change. The clouds today got so dark that you could barely see the green screen behind me. So I had to put my curtains up. Anyway, time for the last track, Headphones. And it is also one of the longest songs on the album. Let's go. Let us commence forward. Excuse me for a second. I'm gonna try something really quick. I don't care that these look like shit. I bought them very cheap, so stay with me for a second. Just a minute and before.
Haven't been touched before. These cells are my headphones. Bylgist á mér og völlina. Yeah, neitar allt sem hann kemur
Yeah, listening to this song with headphones is definitely a different experience than not listening with headphones. Because on these, I can feel the bass and more of the production choices. So in another way, the debut and post mirror each other is that the closer offers pretty much a different experience from every other song on the album. And on debut it was a really goofy sounding sailor type ballad, that wasn't bad at all, but it was completely different from everything else on the album. And Headphones um, offers an experience that is much cerebral, blech, cerebral than the rest. Um, yeah, it made me more entranced than ever on this album. So I would definitely recommend listening to Headphones with headphones. The lyrics talk about how headphones saved Björk's life and how she appreciates the hell out of them, which is a good topic to make a song about. It actually is. I'm not judging it at all. Yeah, this song kind of put me in a lull, so I'm a bit out of it. Sorry. Anyway, I am definitely feeling a thumbs up on this song and a 9 out of 10, perhaps, maybe, to a 9.5 out of 10. I'm not sure, but it is a very high score for sure. So, I know that there's a different experience to be had with this album, specifically when listening with headphones.
With them you can get
a little bit more of the production choices and the overall vibes, but really with whatever angle you're gonna listen to it, I think this is a great album. This album definitely is a little bit different genre-wise than the last one, but I think Björk approaches this new direction in a really creative way and creates some masterful and powerful bangers, really, that I just fell in love instantly. And there's not a bad track in sight. There were a few that were slightly more underwhelming, but even those I gave very good scores. The lyrical themes were a bit more dynamic than the last album too, and I gave basically 2 10s on this album, and I stand by them. I stand by those scores. Some tracks will probably grow on me, probably with more headphone re-listens and all that. But anyway, this is again a great album. The only criticism I could have for it is that it was a bit all over the place and what that some parts were a bit more underwhelming than others. I'm not a very big trip hop fanatic, so I might have to learn more about the genre, because Tricky, one of the main producers for this album, was really an innovator of the whole genre. Could also be explored in a reaction video. Anyway, so I'm not very knowledgeable on what I should hate or love exactly about trip hop, but I know that for the most part I was entranced by this album and I appreciated like 90% of the elements that went into it. So yeah, I am very positive on this album. But to give it a score, I would give it a strong 8 to a light 9. So yeah, this is a great album, and there's really nothing more to add than that, in my opinion. Also, the beats were great. So that's it for post-album reaction. If you would want to support me more than just watching this video, you could like the video, comment, subscribe, watch my other stuff that might interest you. Also follow me on Twitter. I lost a few followers a few weeks ago for some reason, and uh, it feels bad to lose followers for like no reason whatsoever. So if you could follow me there, or follow me on Instagram, because I am using it now. I post memes and music related stuff there. Also some selfies if you want to see them. Uh, and yeah, I guess that's it. What else? Also, I'm going to college soon. That's a thing that's happening. But hopefully, I will be able to pull through and make some content for you guys that is interesting and well made. Decently well, decently well made. Uh, yeah, it's college for graphic design, by the way. So the quality of my videos might get even better. How about that? Doesn't that sound amazing? I think it does. Anyway, thank you for watching this video. Look out for more. I'm Funky Blood. Video over. Video over.